see.
Swipe him down a little bit, Jess. Jess, swipe him down a little bit.
All right, here we go with round number 9. I've got the fight scored very, very even. I'm finding it very difficult to score the fight myself.
Bruce Curry just got staggered. But like Aaron said, Bruce has the heart of a champion. He's fighting back. He's fighting back.
I notice a bit of blood on the bridge of the nose of Leroy. I don't know whether it's the cut or if it's blood from the eye of Bruce Curry. We'll try and get a closer look and be able to tell you folks.
Punch out. Hands are free.
I can't praise the two athletes enough, how hard they worked in this fight, both of them. The champion in the progressive stages of a real good round here. You know, Ray, you mentioned the toll body shots take as the fight progresses. Haley's continued not to just be a headhunter, but he's worked very hard to the body, especially right up underneath the rib cage or on the area of the liver, up underneath the heart. He's been getting shots off throughout the fight there. There's another one just scored there.
In all fairness, they both have been working the body very well. And that's what makes it such an exciting fight, to really hurt each other with body shots, then they come up to the head. It's a very, very good technical fight by both fighters.
Little bit of fatigue beginning to set in here.
I think Leroy smells the end of the line, and he knows what it's like with coming close to that end of the line. And I'm sure he seems like he wants to pour it on now. Good shot, good left hook. Leroy seems to be doing what I think Philly should have done earlier. He's getting inside of Bruce's longer reach, and he's bullying him around a bit.
Good point, Ray, because in the early going, you even heard it, Jesse Reed in the corner of Curry say, keep up the rough stuff, push him around, he doesn't like it, it sets his timing up, throws his face off, and he was successful doing it in the early going, especially through 5. Now the momentum has changed around where it's really Haley that's controlling the pace of the fight, and that he's doing the rough things and scoring it well inside. Coming up to the end of round number 9. All right, we're in between round 9 and 10. Don't forget, this one's scheduled for 12. It's the WBC World Super Lightweight Championship. We're looking into the corner there of Bruce Curry. You see Jesse Reed working, trying to work on that little cut below the right eye.
Show me how bad you want this one.
Don't tell us, man.
A fight like this makes you want to go home and train hard.
You let him back you up, man. You got to back him up and throw punches. You can't wait on him. I could just throw it.
The right hand scores there. Haley is really game. I mean, you don't get to be champion unless you're tough.
The heart. You can see the heart in the ability. That's what I look at as the heart. He came in with that punch and didn't back out.
He's really sucking the air, too, through his mouth. Here we go, round number 10. The scheduled 12-round championship fight.
Oh.
Bruce Curry in the red trunks, Leroy Haley in the white. A close, tough fight. Both guys working just as hard as you're watching them right now. They've been doing it for 9 full rounds, and here again at the start of round 10.
Bruce Curry got off the stool a little slow, but I tell you, nothing slow about him in there now.
Punch out.
This is the type of fight that reminds me of the prior Aguero fight, of some of your fights. Another one that comes to mind was when Larry Holmes fought Kenny Norton. you hate to see somebody lose this fight because they both worked so hard.
Well, what it really does to me, it reminds me of a future fight with Mancini if it ever comes off, because I know Mancini and we have the same kind of heart these fighters got. We're going to give the public more than what they paid for.
I hope there's some promoters out there listening.
Well, there's one promoter, Don King, for sure, that'll have you two guys in the ring together. I know that.
Well, you know, Mancini has did some great things, and being a great champion like he is, and I've been blessed to do a few great things in boxing myself. We want to put it all on the line because some down the way down the road, you want to see how far could you go.
That's right.
And a fight with us, we can tell how far we can go. We never know until we get in there. But these fighters today, they have showed me something that's going to take me back to the blackboard. Is that as long as you got heart, the fight ain't over to the last bell. And that's what these guys are going at it like they're going.
And for any reason, if you just joined us, that's the voice of Aaron Pryor, Ray Boom Boom Mancini also sitting with us here. We're glad that you folks can be watching this fight. It has been a war from the opening bell, and we're in round 10. I'm Bob Sheridan, and I'm glad that you're with us on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. Hope you're enjoying the fight as much as we are.
I'll tell you, Bob, great fights like this make for great series. Great, you know, a 2 or 3 fight series. Well, whoever comes out the winner, you have to wonder what would happen in the second fight, possibly a third fight.
Great fight, real super fight. Bruce Curry's hanging in there close, fighting him in close. And Helly likes to fight in close, but if Helly start leading in with those shots before he get in, he'll land there because Bruce is just standing still. He's not moving his head or nothing. Watch when Helly leaps in. He always gets his man. Watch when he leaps in. See what I'm saying? When he leap in, watch it go in. When he go in, his approach on the way in, he land every time. That's what I'm talking about. You have to keep coming in with that same style because Bruce is standing still, waiting on him to get it.
Well, with the end of round 10, it's really enjoyable for me to have you two gentlemen working with me here. I think it's be nice for people at home, watching at home, when they see two guys that as amiable and friendly as you two fellas are together here that would someday want to be knocking each other's heads off. It really tells you what sport is all about.
Yes, it does, and I'm glad that Boom Boom has the personality that I always imagined him to have and take boxing as a sport, not as a real hard, rough thing to be into, and I'm glad that his personality is where mine is.
Ray, I have to ask you this. As an athlete, how are you able to sit here, enjoy each other's company, and then on that given night, you have to hate the man for 12 or 15 rounds, whatever the case may be?
Well, I don't know if you say hate, but, it's business, and we know it's a business. And when, it's not hard to get up for a fight when you know another man's across the ring trying to take your head off. But it's just a show. We're entertainers. It's business. And afterwards, that's why you see fighters hug each other. We have mutual respect.
Two great champions. Aaron Pryor and Ray Boom Boom Mancini. I'm Bob Sheridan, and we're in round number 11 in this scheduled 12-round affair. The duel at the Dunes, the WBC World Super Lightweight title on the line here. Leroy Haley has his hands full with Bruce Curry. A close fight. Couldn't ask for much more action than we're getting in this one. The contrasting styles have really made for an interesting fight here. You've got the awkward guy in strange, unorthodox style of Curry against a little bit more disciplined guy that has to kind of deviate from his fight plan because of the disadvantage in reach and height, making for a real fine contest here.
Yes, it is. And that's what boxing is all about, competing and proving yourself. Every fight you have to prove yourself, regardless of how great you have been in the past and what your plans are in the future. You have to prove yourself every time you go in the ring. And this is exactly what we're seeing today. Helly proved himself to be a great champion.
Really firing on Leroy now. Leroy looks like he's a little dazed, a little trouble. tell you, what action, what action. Bruce is really letting it all hang out now.
Haley is getting tagged. He's on the short end of a lot of this action here in this round.
Haley will not fall until the referee falls. The referee is not getting hit. He has the same kind of heart I have.
Comes back, answers with a good right hand.
I tell you what, now, and we got one more round to go. What kind of round is that going to be?
Again, this is round 11, as you see. Inside 23 seconds now. As we come up to the final round, I'd like to know how you fellas see the fight, the scoring of the fight. First off, Aaron Pryor.
Well, I see it to be a very close fight, and I see this last round here would have a lot to do on the decision who the fight should go to. And I see it being one of the greatest fights that I've witnessed in my division since I've been watching boxing, since I've been champion. And that's the way I see it.
Ray, how about yourself?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say right now, I think it would be a draw right now. So I think this last one is really going to tell it. This is too hard a fight to call.
And I have it scored dead even, so we're all in fairly close agreement. I have it 106-106 going to this, the final round. This is it. The heart of the champion will be told right here. You talked about the eye of the tiger. We'll find out who has it. The 12th and final round coming up. Here we go, round 12, the final round. The WBC World Super Lightweight Championship on the line.
Curry is really coming on strong. I tell you, he's finishing strong.
Every now and then, Helly comes in with that leaping punch. Those 1, 2, and 3 punches. So look for it. They're very strong punches.
That's why it's been so hard to score, because Curry will continue to come on, and then Haley will come back with a shot.
Remember, the referees, the last thing they remember is the last couple rounds. So if you want to project a strong finish.
One thing I got to say about the referee, he's been a great referee. He's been clean breaking and just been so excellent for the fighters.
It's David Pearl, Aaron Pryor is talking about, and he is an excellent referee. And it's been a tough fight to referee as it has been to score.
A lot of things I watch because I'm a professional fighter and it means so much to me. But look at those jabs. That Bruce was shooting to push Helly back, and Helly stays on the inside, which is safe.
Banging heads, banging everything in there.
They can't have much more to give. They've given it all over 12 rounds.
We have to wonder if it was 15 now, what would happen?
Either one of these fighters has nothing to feel bad about because they showed the public what the public wanted to see. I want them to know that.
Now in the final round.
we might see a new champion today. I don't know. Great fight.
That's it. A real fine fight is exactly right.
Great fight.
My hat's off to both of these gentlemen. Two champions today.
And you see from the crowd, they're getting a standing ovation. They appreciate it.
No loser in there today, just one winner.
A great fight.
They obviously feel in the Curry corner that they have a new champion.